Hello and welcome to Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. On this part of the Cricket Happening show, the 16th match which was played today between Kings 11 Punjab and Sunrisers Hyderabad, which had it was all about Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle definitely showing that same swagger of his when he smashed 104 unbeaten runs of just 63 deliveries, which contained only a solitary boundary, and it contained 11 sixes. And this was his 8th IPL century and also his 21st overall in T20s, as Kings 11 Punjab Ravichandran Ashwin, contrary to the practices that has been happening in all the previous IPL matches, he decided that he would bat first. And Chris Gayle totally justified that, as Kings 11 Punjab ran a total of 193 for 3, and Chris Gayle today gave a stirring lesson to Rashid Khan, as Rashid Khan would have learnt as to what it was to bowl to Chris Gayle, as he was smashed for 55 runs in 4 overs, inclusive of 4 sixes in a single over from Rashid Khan. I think it was the 14th over, where 26 runs were taken, which included 4 sixes by Chris Gayle. And Kings 11 Punjab went on to make 193 for 3, and in the end it definitely proved a winning total. But I have to say that Kings 11 Punjab won the match by 15 runs, but Sunrisers Hyderabad, they had all the wickets in hand, and especially looking at all the wickets that they kept in hand, it was a bit surprising that they could not go over the line. And they also had they suffered one big blow, according to me, and that was Shikhar Dhawan retiring hurt with a very, very painful elbow. So that, according to me, played a big part, because I always have felt, I'm not taking any credit away from Kings 11 Punjab for their brilliant batting today, especially Chris Gayle. But I thought Shikhar Dhawan was sorely missed, because he is someone who definitely makes a difference, according to me. But nevertheless, so what it has done is Kings 11 Punjab, by beating Sunrisers Hyderabad, have kept Kolkata Knight Riders on the top of the table, and Sunrisers Hyderabad, losing their first game in IPL 2018. Such has been their dominance. So let's have a look at what happened. So as I said, Ravichandran Ashwin, contrary to the practices that has been happening with previous captains, he decided that Kings 11 Punjab would bat first. KL Rahul and Chris Gayle started it. It was a slow beginning. They were not in any hurry, but Chris Gayle probably just trying to suss up the pitch for a few balls. 8 balls he was just waiting. But after that, we saw, and Rashid Khan was pressed into action pretty quickly after Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Chris Jordan and bowled. Rahul got 18 runs of 21 balls with 3 fours, and then, as I said, it was a partnership of 53, with the majority of runs being scored by Chris Gayle. And after that, what one saw, and also Gayle, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, I thought he bowled well, but Chris Gayle went after Chris Jordan by depositing him for I think 3 leg side sixes. And then KL Rahul was the first to go when they introduced spin in the form of Rashid Khan. That is the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Kane Williamson decided to bring in Rashid Khan after seeing that Chris Gayle was really taking off like an aeroplane. I decided to bring, but definitely Rashid Khan did his bit when he dismissed KL Rahul LBW for 18 of 21 balls with 3 fours. But after that, Rashid Khan had to bear the brunt of Chris Gayle's bat, and the bat was swishing like a sword when Rashid Khan was bowling. Rashid Khan was hit down the ground for some wonderful sixes. He was swung on the leg side for some beautiful sixes. And as I said, it was all about Chris Gayle. Went on smashing Rashid Khan. Probably, I think he would have taken the maximum sixes. He hit 11 sixes in this particular knock of his. and he was there till the end to pilot the Kings XI Punjab innings to 193 for 3 of the 20 overs. The other batsmen chipped in. Mayank Agarwal made 18 of 9 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. Karun Nair contributed 31 of 21 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. Arun Finch was not there for the first time, getting some runs under his belt after getting 2 golden ducks, not out on 14 of 6 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. But Chris Gayle, take a bow. As I said, Chris Gayle coming into going full throttle today as he smashed his got his 8th IPL century and also his 21st overall. What a player. Chris Gayle not out 104 of 63 deliveries, which included just a solitary boundary and 11 sixes, and he mauled Rashid Khan to a serious extent today. 193 for 3 and Chris Gayle's share in that was 104. So you can just imagine imagine how Chris Gayle had taken flight. And the bowling, if you look at it, Rashid Khan, as I said, probably would have never been mauled like this by any player. Probably A.B. de Villiers is one who has hit him for 4 sixes, and now Chris Gayle becomes the second. So there's somebody to tame Rashid Khan, and Rashid Khan today would have really learned what it was to bowl into such a marauder like Chris Gayle. 4 overs, no maiden. He was smashed for 55 runs and just 1 wicket to show. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, 4 overs, 1 for 25, bowled well. Jordan, 4 overs, none for 31, again suffered when Chris Gayle was around. Siddharth Kaul, 4 overs, 1 for 33. Huda, 1 for 16. Shakib Al Hasan bowled 2 overs in which he got smashed for 28 runs. And now talking about the reply, Sunrisers Hyderabad started the reply, not a good reply at all. They had problems right from the beginning as Mohit Sharma, Shran bowled Barinder Shran, one has to say, bowled a superb opening spell, and then Mohit Sharma, yes, he was a bit costly, but he picked up the wicket of the opener Riddhiman Saha pretty quickly by clean bowling him for 6 of 7 balls with 1 4, and then a sort of a real tragic thing happened when Shikhar Dhawan had an injured elbow, and after just feeling 1 delivery, he left the scene, and he could not come back. So definitely one is hoping that Shikhar Dhawan's injury is not very serious, because one knows Shikhar Dhawan, what a big role he plays in this particular team, that is Sunrisers Hyderabad scheme of things. And Shikhar Dhawan, as I said, to me would have been a big difference, because he is in some peak form right now, and he has shown that he plays in a really T20 mode when he is around, and he could be the scourge of the bowlers. But I think I reckon that Kings XI Punjab were a bit lucky here with Shikhar Dhawan not coming back to bat. So Williamson tried his bit. He scored 54 of 41 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Yusuf Pathan came in, made 19 of 13 balls, 3 fours before he lost his stumps to Sharma. Manish Pandey tried whatever he could with an unbeaten 57 of 42 balls, but he could not take Sunrisers Hyderabad over the finishing line due to some good bowling, which I'll talk about. Deepak Huda was a victim of tie for 5. Shakib Al Hasan was not out on 24 of 12. He tried his bit. Manish Pandey and Shakib Al Hasan definitely saw whether they could really do something out of the ordinary, but nothing of that sort happened, and in the end the verdict was the Kings XI Punjab were the winners by 15 runs. So it's not a big margin, and as I said, this is the reason I say that Shikhar Dhawan in the mix would have made a big difference. Nevertheless, it was the Sunrisers Hyderabad suffered their first loss today. And looking at the bowling, as that Barinder Shran bowled a superb opening spell, 4 overs, none for 22. Look at Mujibur Rahman, wonderful bowling, 4 overs, none for 27. Really kept it very tight. But Ravichandran Ashwin, the captain, went for plenty today. His 4 overs cost 53 runs without a wicket. Andy Tai did a wonderful job, 4 overs, 223. Mohit Sharma was definitely very costly. He had 2 for 51 his returns. And the man of the match, well, no prizes for guessing. It was Chris Henry Gayle, who scored that unbeaten 104 of 63 balls. Well, so this will give a lot of confidence to Kings 11 Punjab that their main person, now Chris Gayle, has just played 2 matches and he has shown that he's in some good form, because the other day he scored a 63, picked the man of the match again once more, the second man of the match award here to Chris Gayle. So well done, Chris Gayle. And Chris Gayle is someone who brings wholesome entertainment, and to me always he has been the most dangerous player in the world as far as T20 or one dayers are concerned, because he has that real smashing power with his bat. Well, so from here, so this is and tomorrow's match, which is coming up, is going to be Chennai Super Kings taking on the Rajasthan Royals, which should be a good game of cricket. One would probably see the inclusion of Suresh Raina, who would be coming back from injury after missing 2 matches. And Suresh Raina knows what an important player he is for Chennai Super Kings. Well, as far as other news are concerned, other cricket news are concerned, there is talk going on. The England Cricket Board is pondering on something novel as far as limited overs version cricket is concerned, where they are planning to bring in. They are planning to have a 100-ball competition, which probably would have one of the overs bowling 10-ball overs. This is going to be very interesting. It's just a proposal that ECB is going to place. They are proposing a radical 100-ball competition. That will be interesting to see what really comes up. And other than that, well, as you know, there's going to be a charity match which is going to be played by West Indies and the World 11, and 3 persons have confirmed their places in the World 11. Shahid Afridi, Shoaib Malik of Pakistan, and Trisha Pereira of Sri Lanka. Well, dear fans and subscribers, there's not much to really talk about. It's about time for me to sign off on this daily cricket show for today, and promising you that the Cricket Happening show will be once again up tomorrow. That's on a Friday. Until then, good night.